Have you ever had one of those moments where life just throws you a massive curveball and all you can think is, why? Why is this happening to me? It's that feeling we all get, Trying to make sense of things that feel totally random or unfair. Well, today, we're going to dig into a story that might just change how you look at all of that.
Yeah, that question right there. We've all been there, haven't we? Maybe you lost a job, or a plan you were so excited about just completely imploded. Our immediate reaction is to figure out why. We need to know who or what to blame.
And that's the thing, isn't it? We're so quick to slap a label on everything. This is good, that is bad. But what if that's just a knee-jerk reaction? What if there's a much deeper, much wiser way to see the world? There's an old story that suggests there is.
So, let's dive right into it. Section 1 is all about that universal question we just talked about. But the answer we're looking for isn't in some complicated philosophy. It's actually in a really simple story.
Okay, so picture this, a small, quiet village. And in this village lives a farmer, a guy named Mr. Adam and his son Daniel. They're simple folks, not wealthy at all, but they have one thing that is truly extraordinary, their horse, Max. And this horse, Max, is at the heart of what you could call the farmer's fortune. It's this up and down series of events that all kicks off with a really, really tempting offer.
So one day, a rich businessman comes by, sees Max, and is just blown away. He offers the farmer a fortune, like a life-changing amount of money for this horse. And what does Mr. Adam do? He politely says no. And you can imagine, the entire village thinks he's completely lost his mind.
And then, just a few days later, disaster. Or what looks like disaster. They wake up one morning and Max is gone. Just vanished from the stable.
And of course, the villagers are all over it. See, we told you, what a fool for not selling. Even his son Daniel is heartbroken. But Mr. Adam, he's calm, totally unshaken.
And this is where we get the first glimpse of his incredible perspective. While everyone else is in a full-blown panic, labeling this a catastrophe, Mr. Adam just tells the son to wait and see. He understands the story isn't finished yet.
And then, you're not going to believe this, a few days later, they see something on the horizon. It's Max, and he's not alone. He's leading a whole herd of 5 wild horses right back to their farm. In an instant, they've gone from having 1 horse to having 6.
This is a massive twist of fate, right? It seems like amazing luck. But believe me, this roller coaster of good and bad is just getting started. So, predictably, the villagers do a complete 180. Now, Mr. Adam is the luckiest man alive. He's a genius. But look at his reaction. He stays completely calm. No big celebration, no I told you so. He just accepts what happened. So they start training these new horses and everything seems great. But then, tragedy seems to strike again. While Daniel is trying to tame one of the horses, he gets thrown off and breaks his leg. Badly.
And here we go again. The villagers are right back at it. See? Those horses were a curse. He brought this on himself. This time, even Daniel is convinced. He tells his dad, this time, this is for sure a bad thing.
But his father, steady as ever, just says, good or bad. We can't know that yet. Only time will tell the whole story. He just keeps holding on to that deep, patient wisdom.
And you know what? That time he was talking about arrives way sooner than anyone could have guessed. Just a week later, war breaks out. And army officials show up in the village and they start conscripting every single able-bodied young man.
And this is the moment, this is the climax of the story, where the farmer's incredible patience, his whole perspective, is finally proven right in the most dramatic way possible.
And here it is. Because of his broken leg. That thing everyone called a terrible disaster. Daniel is the only young man in the entire village who isn't taken away to fight in a brutal war. I mean, just look at this timeline. It's a total emotional roller coaster. Losing the horse seemed terrible, but it led to getting 6 horses, which seemed amazing. That led to a broken leg, which seemed like a catastrophe, which ultimately led to being saved from war, which was an incredible blessing.
Mr. Adams says it perfectly to his son. Of course the broken leg hurt. It was painful. But that pain, that supposed bad thing, ended up being the very thing that saved his life. It was a gift in disguise.
Okay, so what is the big takeaway here? How do we take this amazing story and actually use it in our own, often messy and unpredictable lives? That's what this last section is all about.
It really comes down to this idea. Let's call it the farmer's perspective. And it's really simple, but so powerful. It's about not jumping to conclusions. It's about having the patience to trust that you don't have the full picture yet.
So how do you actually practice this? Well, it breaks down into 3 simple ideas. When things are going great, practice humility. Remember that things can change. When things are tough, when you feel like you're at rock bottom, practice patience. Remember that this isn't the end of the story. And in all times, good and bad, just trust the process.
So I want to leave you with this one thought. Think about whatever challenge you're dealing with in your life right now, the thing that feels heavy, the thing that feels bad. What if, just what if, it's like Daniel's broken leg, a hidden gift that you just can't see yet?